As the tensions mount in the South Chinese Sea, Taiwan firing warning shots at a Chinese drone that flew over an offshore island during military exercises on Tuesday. Taipei officials doubling down, vowing to counterattack if China enters its territory.
Gordon Chang, senior fellow at the Gatestone Institute and author of The Coming Collapse of China, joins us now. Gordon, is this more provocation or is this the real deal? Or should we all get ready for World War III here?
Well, we certainly should get ready for a heightened state of tension. And I believe that the U.S. forces worldwide should move to DEFCON 2. Two things happened in the last few hours. One of them is Taiwan shot down a Chinese drone over one of its islets, Lion Islet, which is 4 kilometers from the Chinese mainland. But more important, the Chinese refused to move their drone after the firing of warning shots. In other words, China is trying to provoke a crisis. And this crisis obviously could spiral out of control. And what we have right now is the situation which could very well end up in a general conflict in East Asia. You have a conflict in East Asia, a conflict in Ukraine, and that's really the beginnings of the world's next global war.
Where's Joe Biden? How should he be responding?
Joe Biden should be in front of a television camera right now, talking to the American people about getting ready for war. The Chinese are not only involved in what is the biggest military buildup since the Second War. What they're also doing is they're mobilizing the Chinese people for conflict. And we see this in any number of different ways. So this is a total society effort on the part of Xi Jinping, the Chinese ruler. We don't know what's going on in the Chinese political system right now. The guess is that Xi has consolidated his power and he's now going after neighbors. If so, the United States needs to be very firm in this. We need to be clear, saying we will defend Taiwan to prevent the Chinese attacking. Anything can happen right now, Todd and Ashley.
So, Gordon, is the U.S. military prepared for something like this? Can they handle this?
They're not prepared for a number of reasons. First of all, the Navy has been broken for a decade. The Air Force is not in great shape either. And also, the political leadership of in the Pentagon is not, I think, mentally prepared to fight a general war. They're much more interested in things like, woke culture and the rest of it. But also, they believe that if a conflict with China comes, it'll come no earlier than 5 years from now. And that's why they're retiring ships and planes. They need to be ready for a conflict with China in the next few hours.